Kia ora koutou. My name's Esther. I'm the educator at the Suter Art Gallery in Nelson, and I'm here today to lead you in a fun art activity that you can do at home with whoever you're in your bubble with. So let's get started. Today we're going to think about windows, because windows are one way that we've been using over this period of lockdown to communicate with each other. A lot of you guys have probably seen teddy bears in windows or pictures of Easter eggs, and it's one way that we can share positive messages with other people even if we can't see them in person. And that made me think of the Suter, because at the moment we've got a very beautiful window in our foyer designed by the artist Shannon Novak, and his window is called Safe Space, and right in the middle of his window he's got a big circle that looks just like a bubble. It's beautiful, isn't it? Shannon wanted to make a window that gave a message that the Suter is a safe place for everybody to visit, and he did this by using a symbol which was a rainbow circle, and that's what you see right in the middle of it. And when you've got a circle, it's a complete shape and nothing from the outside can get in, and so everything inside the circle is protected. That's why we talk about being in a bubble when we're at home at the moment. So he's used a symbol that's just like a bubble for his art. Churches have been using stained glass windows for over 1,000 years to help people feel uplifted and peaceful when they visit. Shannon Novak had a look at these stained glass windows from the Nelson Cathedral, and he used these to help him develop his own ideas when he made the window that we've been looking at today. Right, we're just about ready to start our own art now. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make some window art, and just like Shannon Novak, we're going to make ours in a circle as well. So the first thing we need to do is we need to design it. What we're going to do is we're going to make a circle, and we're going to think about what's going to go inside that circle that's going to represent just what's special about being inside a bubble. I decided to put a kowhai flower inside my bubble. Kowhai to me represents joyfulness because of its beautiful yellow colour. It represents something that's special to our country because it only grows in Aotearoa, and it also just represents growing and keeping on growing, just like we all are inside our bubbles at the moment. So I did a sketch inside my circle of kind of what I thought it might be like. So what you need to do is you need to get a pencil and a piece of paper, or whatever you've got to draw with, and draw around a circular shape, and then inside that circular shape start thinking about what your design's going to be. So this method of making stained glass windows, we can use either pastels or wax or crayons, whatever you've got we can use. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get, I've got a pot lid here, get something from around your house that you can draw around to make a nice big circle. So that's what I'm going to do first. So I recommend you get the biggest circle that you can get, so that you can get as much detail in. Now you can see my Corfai is probably got a little bit too much detail for me if I'm going to use pastels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make it a wee bit bigger than I have when I draw my picture. So I'm going to draw an outline like I did before that makes it look just like a colouring in picture. So you can see I've just made the outlines of my window art that I'm going to do, and I'm going to get out my crayons or my pastels. I think I'll use pastels because pastels are a wee bit brighter than the crayons I've got at home. But the good thing about crayons is if they're these little fine ones like Jovies and ones with the pointy tips, you can get a bit more detail with those. But I really think the pastels have got beautiful strong colours, so I'm going to try and do mine with pastels, I think. If you have a look at my design that I'm going to do here, you can see I've made it a lot simpler than the one that I started off with, because I want to leave lots of space to put the colours in. So that's what I'm going to do now. Here's my finished drawing. Doesn't it look great? I've just stuck it up on the window temporarily just to see what it would look like. I'm not sure whether you noticed when I was drawing that I went over the edges a bit with a darker colour. I used a black crayon to go over the edge just to make them stand out a little bit, so they'd look a little bit more like stained glass windows, which usually have a black line around them. So there's one more thing that we're going to do just to finish off our window art today. So we want to put a nice wad of newspaper on the table or wherever we're working, put our picture on it and turn it upside down. In this little container here I've got some cooking oil, so it's just any old oil that you might have for your cooking at home to use. And I'm going to get a brush. I've actually got a pastry brush here from the kitchen, but you can use any brush you want. You can use painting brush, whatever you want. And we're just going to put a bit of cooking oil all over the back of our picture, and that's going to make it transparent. We want it on the back, not on the front. That'll be much easier. It's going to make it a bit more see-through. See this? It's already coming through. So just quickly do this. This is a very simple technique, but it actually looks really great when it's finished. So here we are. Almost there. So I put that all over the whole thing, and I think we're just about ready to see what the finished artwork looks like up on the window. So here we are with the very final stage. We just take our picture and we can press it up on the window and pat it on carefully. Look at that, it stays up all by itself. Isn't that lovely? And the light shines through it. and the oil that we brushed on the back just makes it really lovely and shiny and glowing.